Good morning, 819S. Another chilly one. I think it's about 9 degrees right now with the high at 12. You can see it's a little overcast today. Man. But good news is the price of gas seems to have come down a little bit. Right now, regular is $1.54 and high octane is $1.65. So it seems like prices are coming down just a little bit, which is, yeah, good. Today I want to talk about the mobility show. I forgot to talk about one of the things I wanted to talk about. In fact, there's several, but today the focus is the Yamaha Tricera Proto. It's basically a three-wheeled vehicle. I don't know if it would be categorized as a car or a motorcycle, but it's like a Can-Am. Maybe Can-Am Spider or something like that. Can-Am has a riding position that's sort of like a motorcycle. You're sitting with a pillion behind you, and you're sitting in the driver's seat like riding a motorcycle. And I don't remember it on the Can-Am if the steering is controlled through handlebars or through a steering wheel. But yeah, you're basically, the riding position and seating position is kind of like a motorcycle. The Yamaha Tricera is a unique concept because the rider and passenger are side by side. So it looks a little bit more like a car in that respect. And the technology that is based on is a EV platform, I believe, and then there's a three-wheel steering platform to allow it to maneuver a little bit more nimbly. I think it makes more sense in my case. My wife doesn't really like sitting over a motorcycle for really, really long periods of time. CRF has a little bit of an uncomfortable seat for the pillion. And I think that she prefers to sit in basically buckets, for lack of a better word. But a bucket seat is something she could sit in for hours and hours and hours without complaining, without being not upset, without feeling uncomfortable. So I think that would be a fun touring machine. One of the reasons I bought my CRF is because I wanted to go touring with my wife. I wanted to take trips with her. I wanted to explore Japan. I wanted to kind of do something together on our days off, and unfortunately we weren't able to do that. We've taken rides, basically anything over about an hour. My wife starts to feel a little uncomfortable. We can get up and she can walk around and stretch her legs for a little bit, and then we can ride for about 30 minutes and then stretch her legs 30 minutes. But I think if we had something we were sitting side by side in bucket seats, she would be able to go, like the trip we took to Nagano was about 11 hours. I think she'd be fine. The only thing she might not like about it is the fact that it's convertible, for lack of a better word. It's an open top, it's open air. So I think that means my wife might not be happy if her hair gets blown around or something like that. And if we sat in it and she needs to wear a helmet still, I think that would be a major downside in her opinion. But yeah, I think it's interesting. The other concern I have is with the Can-Am, you're sitting centered. So if you're riding it solo, the balance seems like it would be right. With the Tricera, you're sitting side by side. If you have all the weight on one side of the vehicle, I worry if it would handle the same. I guess with two people in it would probably be the best conditions for balance. Whereas with the Can-Am, if you ride solo, you're on the center of the bike. If you're riding two up, you're both in the center of the bike. So, yeah, I'm curious to see what will happen with it, if it will ever leave prototype status. Alright, that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Get out there and ride. Always ride safe.